Hey, it's Todd Ault, and I'm in New York. I had to travel this week, and I'll be in New York all week. It's Wednesday, I believe it. What is it? The 6th or the 5th? It's the 5th, right?
5th, yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 171.
You got it.
Skylar, where are you at?
I'm right here in my usual spot.
Oh, I don't see you on camera. That
Yeah,
sucks.
because the Zoom, it faces the other direction, so you can hear me, but can't see me.
It seems like, Skylar, you should be at the desk, like being the commentator today. No?
Hold it down.
I mean,
You
it
gotta
could.
hold. You gotta hold. Hey, Skylar, why don't you move over to the desk so we can see you?
All right.
There we go.
Or hey, Brett, does that mess everything up for you?
Not at all. Make it happen. 2 seconds.
Cool. Hey, Jason, while we're doing that, while Brett's setting up everything, obviously I'm very busy back here with some business stuff, and I was not able to monitor the market like I'd want to. Looks pretty bloody to me today. What happened, Jay?
Well, Powell came out. The Fed notes were at 2:00 Eastern, and they came out and said they're going to be very aggressive on their tapering plan.
On this one?
They have, it looks like they're going to start cutting the bonds and the mortgage-backed securities. They have about $8.3 trillion in treasuries and mortgage-backed securities in its portfolio. So it looks like they're going to possibly start unwinding that beginning in the next several months. The market immediately vomited, hated it. Everybody pulled out of every single sector. I couldn't find green anywhere. Gold and silver down. Bitcoin got crushed. We're going to talk more about Bitcoin in a minute. Techs got hammered. NASDAQ down 3.34%, down 522. And then the Dow was down 392. So absolutely crushed. And everybody knew this was coming, though. So, I mean, we'll see what happens if there's going to be any kind of small bounce tomorrow, a little bit of recovery when people digest this. I mean, they've been talking about it for, 4 months now. So that's where we're at.
I see the NASDAQ gave up a ton today, the NASDAQ 100. I see a Riot down $3.08. Notice how Nile gets all the downside, but not much of the upside. Strange way to trade. I don't know if it's even smart anywhere to comment on anymore on Nile. How about we just not say anything?
Nile, I know a couple other ticker symbols that are similar. Actually, any does the same thing if you look at it. Yeah, we don't really need to comment on that. What we really want to get into is Bitcoin and a certain ticker symbol that came out with pretty historic news today. I know someone that came up with this idea. I know him pretty well. And it looks like he got beat to the punch a little bit. We're going to get into that. And then also why Bitcoin's going down. Why is it correcting? There's several things that are happening right now globally that are causing some discomfort in the crypto market. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. The dollar, the only thing that showed strength after the sell-off here was the DXY, the dollar. It actually was flat at like 96.17. All the other you saw the currency in Lebanon getting crushed, similar to the lira in Turkey. So the safe haven is the dollar, and we're 30 trillion in debt. And what's going on with the inflation? How is all this possible? What kind of world are we living in? This is crazy. There are no fundamentals. Nothing makes sense to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't make sense to me either. I saw Alzheimer down today. But I just figured this will play itself out. Now, Jay Money, I saw a really exciting wire took place today. How are you feeling about that?
That was great news. I was very happy to see that. One other thing we have to do, and then we'll be on our way with that. I was very excited, very satisfied. Thank you.
I was happy to see that we've really invested in miners. So with this pullback in Bitcoin, let's talk about what's happening in Bitcoin. I'm hearing some stuff in Kazakhstan. I don't really know the details. I know you're much more connected to your people over in Kazakhstan. Can you talk to us about what's happening over there?
Actually, we do have a very good connection in Kazakhstan. Civil unrest, the government resigned. The internet was shut down. I can't confirm if it's shut down right now, but let me give you a little bit of a backdrop on how this affects crypto. Kazakhstan ranks second behind the United States in global Bitcoin mining, accounting for 18.1% of the global mining hash rate. That's up from 8.8% just this past June. So what happens is, with the Kazakhstan miners being shut down, If it's for a prolonged period of time, you could see difficulty drop. And then obviously you're seeing Bitcoin volatility in the priced in fiat, which, okay, whatever, it's priced in US dollars. It is for now. But you could see some of the larger miners, a lot of the miners getting rewarded with a big drop in difficulty. So the miners could be soaking up a lot more coins, a lot more rewards, even though the price of Bitcoin is down. The miners that are not shut down will be accumulating nicely. This is just a theory, and this depends on if Kazakhstan is shut down.
In theory, Kazakhstan's troubles could be the stable American government run by Joe Biden, your favorite president. That could end up being positive for us, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have like a maskless AOC who got out of communist New York to go down in Florida and party. We have all these great leaders where they said they were going to get rid of COVID and not kill the economy. So we just got to, we got to live by them. These guys are great leaders.
Yeah, pretty negative articles the last few hours out of Kazakhstan saying basically civil unrest, government resigning, hash rate collapsing as the internet collapses.
Yeah, I'm looking at the live hash rate here. I'm not seeing any adjustments yet. Nothing where we could have the Bitcoin network hash rate 194 exahash globally. Yeah, not seeing a drop off yet. Well, we'll stay tuned and see what happens.
Cointelegraph suggests that it's happening now.
Okay. Well, it's a very fluid situation over there for sure. And most of a lot of the Chinese miners, from my knowledge, based on the influx of hash in Kazakhstan, they moved to Kazakhstan. It's not far from China, right next door. So we'll see what happens if they got shut down over there. How tilting would that be? They leave communist China to seek the freedom to mine in Kazakhstan, and now Kazakhstan's got basically civil unrest everywhere where the government has resigned. So that's crazy stuff.
Right. Hey, Skylar, what's happening in Nevada? You're holding down the home front for the next, I think like the next 14 days or so, on and off. What's happening?
The office is literally a ghost town. Like, I mean, on our side, it's just me, and then over here it's Brett, Nick, and Randy and Gary. So it's been really quiet over here.
Everyone, we're really being affected by COVID on a pretty big scale, though I did hear some good news that some people don't have COVID. I think it's a question now. It's pretty hard to get tested. Hey, Nick and Brett, how are you guys doing?
Healthy. I'm good. Thank you.
Healthy, rock and roll, man. We're good.
Are you COVID free, Brett?
We are COVID free.
Yep.
Nice.
You're good.
Hey, I heard we're going to be getting a new producer, and I'm sure this is not the fun time to bring her on to the show, because we are obviously doing it remotely, not to the satisfaction that I would want to do it. But do we know when the new producer is going to start?
The new producer, I hear, will start live in studio on the 19th, what I heard.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Although she
Great.
is observing these shows right now.
Yeah.
Oh, tell her how disappointed we are that we are starting an hour later, because I had to go longer in what I was working on. J Money, what do you see up for the rest of the week? Because I thought today looked pretty bad.
Well, I'm up right now. I got my risk on. Can you see this here? Let me see if I can bring this in. There it is right there. Risk on coffee mug. So I'm on a caffeine rush here. Thank you.
It says your name on the back, doesn't it, too, right?
Yeah, it does have J Money. Oh, it has Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Todd, what I want to talk about is the idea that you had in the third quarter of last year, which was to potentially provide the shareholders with a Bitcoin dividend, a bividend, if you will. BTCS, ticker symbol BTCS, came out with a 5-cent dividend in cash or Bitcoin today, and their stock rocketed up 50% or more. That is the first ever payout based on the opportunity to take it in Bitcoin as a cash or Bitcoin dividend. 6 million float, 44 million market cap, 52-week range, $1.94 to $32.40. It's essentially about a $500,000 payout in dividend, either cash or Bitcoin, dealer's choice. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. BTCS.
Oh, they call it a B dividend.
A dividend. Or I don't know what they call it, but it's a chance to take 5 cents a share, roughly 5 cents a share in Bitcoin dividend.
What a terrible idea I had.
Right?
Whatever. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do about that?
Well, I mean, there's plenty we can do.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't entertain that same idea that you actually had. You were just not going to break ground on it. It won't be the first. It's okay.
Sure. Right. What do you think of the market right now, though? I mean, in terms of, did it break down any key indicators? Anything happen to the market that we need to talk about?
Well, honestly, I was looking more at the crypto market than I was the equities market, because I was basically looking at the how it would affect our mining industry overall and how it could affect our mining business from Michigan. And so I've been basically tuned into Kazakhstan. I was looking a little bit at the at gold and silver. You know, it was interesting to see that with the CPI, with the inflation the way it is now, with the tapering, and essentially they said 3 rate raises into 22. I was looking for some speculative buys off the bottom for like ticker symbols AUMN and GPL. So I was looking at some junior gold and silver miners. I wasn't really looking at the market as a whole because I already knew this was coming. So
people are concerned about a runoff that basically they told us we were going to be doing for a while anyways, right?
yeah, for sure. I mean, somebody's asking, Matthew, you can't purchase gear. We can send you gear once everybody's back in the office from the COVID situation. We'll get
By the way, I want to make it clear. Skylar, do we have an email we can give out for everyone who hasn't got the gear they were promised? Because I want to make sure Randy knows about it. Skylar, are we on top of that already?
Yeah, I mean, they can also email Randy at Ault. That works too. That's
Okay.
Yeah, Randy at alt.com. He'll get all those emails for all the people that don't have their merch yet.
So, Todd, about the markets though, tomorrow we'll see the jobless claims come out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be that's a red indicator. That's a market mover. We also see the international trades in goods and services. That's another red market mover. Guys, if you're not sure where to get this data, I like to go to econoday.com. That's ECONODAY.com. It has the weekly calendars of all the economic data reporting, not only in the United States, but globally. So it's a pretty good, I like to look at that calendar because there's a lot of stuff that's important on there that will move markets. And if you're taking trades during the day and you're not sure that jobless claims come out at 8:30 a.m. and you're in trades, you could get smashed. So
hey, Jay Money, let's talk about the COVID electronics show. I mean, the Consumer Electronics Show being held in Vegas right now.
Go ahead.
My understanding is Turn on Green is there right now.
I think they're walking the showroom floor, the COVID electronics show. I do know a company that's there. I'm getting some pictures right now from that company. They happen to be Centro. I've heard of them, huh? Centro?
Yeah, that's the old Naked brands, right? Centro's there?
Centro is there. And I have boots on the ground there, talking to them, taking pictures, checking out their stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So, yeah.
Hey, guys, we're going to get pictures from Centro. Anything that's at CES, we're going to pass it along to you when we can tomorrow, later on today. You can check out the Twitter account. It's TODDAULT, the third, TODDAULT, the third. Jay Money will send me any pictures and I'll forward them up to you guys. We'll have them on the show on Friday for sure.
King said there's a 6K that was just filed, naked. Also, hey, if anybody's in Vegas, check this out. It's booth 5405, and that's in the West Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center. That's where Centro is right now. Booth 5405 in the West Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center. Full disclosure, we are long naked.
Yeah, for full disclosure, we do own Naked. We also own other things like we filed yesterday a 13D describing Ault & Company, Ault Alpha, Milton C. Ault III, Will Horn, Ken, and Henry, owning about 11% of the company. Ault Alliance has now bought 600 6,350,000 shares of the company in the last 4 months. Continue to buy. I'm not going to lie. It's strange for me to talk about it because I don't really understand the discount they continue to give us as we march towards 20,600 miners. But hey, what do I know? Been doing it 32 years. I continue to buy when I'm allowed to. Hey, Skylar, what's the joke of the day, my friend?
All right. Why did the alcoholic marry a ghost? For the booze.
For the booze. Oh, geez.
Ooh, okay.
These are really dad jokes.
I
I've never heard
know.
them
I
before.
started making them more dad jokes because some of mine were getting a little off the edge a while ago.
Hey, Jason, I want to make sure I open the floor up to you, but before I do, what's the status of any, with COVID happening, when's the poker schedule kick in? And can we talk about baseball? Because last year you were such a winner in baseball, one of the most prolific runs I've seen, and we kind of struggled to make that work. And this year, I think we're just going to post up our picks that we do and show us a slip, but we're not going to have a show about it. Although it seems like it was pretty fun to me. I know it's a lot of work for you, but what's the status of baseball and what's the status of what are your thoughts here?
Baseball is currently locked out. The owners and union need to swap lockout nonchalance for action is what I'm reading here. We have a lockout right now. There's no spring training as of right now. Baseball is a lot of work to handicap. It's a lot of analytics, a lot of statistics, a lot of number crunching. I love doing it though, because, I've been around baseball my whole life. As far as poker goes, everything is still a full go with poker tournaments. You just got to wear a mask. The Wynn, the Venetian, even some traveling into Florida, Seminole Hard Rock. They're having a series right now. Plenty of tournaments to play there, so that'll be fun. Baseball everyday grind, we can do that as well. But we do have day jobs. Remember that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. We are live on the air right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the show. Hold on, maybe I'm just not looking at the right spot. There it is. Okay, cool. I want to go to some viewer comments real quickly, and then we'll skip through them. Here we go. We got it here. Okay, so Jay, nothing really changed there. I appreciate the update. It's good to be the king. He wrote me today saying, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Still not have the valuation of Naked. If anyone else is reading things, let me know what I missed. Please tell me. That's his comments there. How much Mullen does? Mullen, I think we disclosed that position in a 13G. We have our full position in Mullen. We have not sold a single share.
Right.
I think that position is worth, I really don't want to mess this up, but I think the position is worth somewhere in the $15 to $20 million range. We put in around 3 million. So we have a big stake in Mullen. But I will check to find out. We actually sold a little bit of SSNT on the pop today. It went to $6, and I had some sell orders between 550 and 6, and sold a little bit, just lightening up on things that I think are going to kind of get cheaper, because you see a pretty bear market in small caps. I'm not going to lie, guys. I think this is amongst the worst bear markets I've seen in small cap.
Yeah.
They continue to sell off everything pretty hard. On that side. I mean, pretty powerful, right? We still have a big position, 410,000 shares of SSNT, which, by the way, had a pop this morning, I think was down on the day. I appreciate the questions about the buyback. Let me be very clear on the buyback. The buyback is a methodical program you put in place, and it goes on autopilot. It's good for 36 months, and I cannot talk about it except for every quarter. You could ask till you're blue in the face every day you want to. I legally cannot comment except for during the Ks and the Qs. I cannot say anything. I'm not going to get myself fried, but we authorized a buyback, and I can say that nothing's changed from the plan to buy back stock. Please read the filings and understand that I am very limited on what I can say here. Matthew Love King says, I have COVID, BCTF on the dividend idea. Anything else you want to cover? Yeah, I do love the dividend idea for sure. Brother making it nice. I wanted to get my button here. Let's see here. Let's pay attention to what's coming up on May 12th through the 15th. We are going to have the Risk On conference. It's going to be held at the Paris Hotel. I understand in a couple days the website's going to go live. I will give you guys a code if you want to go. Some of you guys will be my special guests. I think Papa Gorilla is going to cook there one day. We're going to talk about all those things. Jay Money, that'll be fun, right?
Absolutely. Haven't seen Papa G in a while. Hope everything's okay on the home front there. Ollie Trade God did mention another position that we have. It looks like a strong reversal. Double bottom I saw. FRD, steel company.
FRD, we are the largest shareholder, and I will tell people that I added to the position today. We have not sold a single share of FRD since our filing. We are approaching a very large position there. The last I knew, we were close to, and I apologize, I don't want to get these wrong because nothing pisses off the regulators like giving people the wrong information. But I believe we were 8.5 to 9% of the company. And we are due to update that filing soon. When we're obligated to update our 13D, we will. FRD did look good today. I thought a few other stocks looked pretty good, but these things have been pretty beaten up from their highs for us, right? But
for sure,
demand for steel infrastructure-wise isn't going away. And let me give you the play there. We have a large position. We are the largest shareholder of that steel company. I think the current guy running it has a stellar background. I'm incredibly impressed by him, and therefore we like to be an owner, and we are a large owner of that public company for sure. Hey, Jay Money, I'm going to be talking to you in the next couple of days about an exciting ride-sharing company we bought a big stake in. I can't say anything about it yet until I'm allowed to disclose it, and I will not be hinting at the symbol or anything like that. But we did make a big investment in a ride-sharing EV company, and we're pretty excited about that. We'll be talking about that soon on the show
nice.
When we can. But we are really excited about ride sharing and what the gig economy continues to unfold for the future of gig. What do you think about the gig economy, Jay? I mean, your thoughts, is it still as vibrant as ever? What are you thinking?
I'm ordering like Amazon Fresh like 3 times a week. They're just sending me groceries. They come through my gate. They call me, they go to the front desk, they give them the elevator code, they roll right up to my floor, they kindly drop the bags off right at my door. I provide them a nice tip, and I proceed to bring my nice Amazon Fresh groceries right into my condo. I mean, I think there's a huge expansion for food delivery, grocery delivery, all of those services. I don't know about you, but when it's time, money, value, and I don't feel like burning gas, going all around the city, buying groceries at 3 different locations. Some places have it, some places don't. The stuff that I need, all that stuff, ordering food for dinners in a rush. Yeah, there's a huge expansion there still with COVID and with everything going on. I really like it.
Hey, we're going to be giving you a full update on Centro, the 6K. I'm going to try to get Rip and Dip on the show on Friday. I don't know if he's available or not. Maybe it's good to be the king, but I think Rip and Dip is pretty connected there in terms of his thoughts about what's going on. A lot of times I see on Twitter when they do that, that kind of chat room, that's audio thing. What was that other program out there? I was part of it.
Oh, you talking about Clubhouse?
Clubhouse. They kind of have a Clubhouse type app on Twitter, and I see Rip and Dip talking about Centro there all the time. So stay tuned we're going to have an important update in our opinion on what's happening with Centro. Really interesting. I really love the EV space in terms of EV cars, EV buses. We're an investor in UES. We're investor in some ride sharing stuff. Mm-hmm. We make chargers, and Jason, aren't we finally happy that chargers are selling?
Yes, for sure. Chargers are actually, yes, absolutely. They're in transit to one of our partners. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I was really bummed at how long it took us to get regulatory approval to sell them. A lot longer than we thought, but it's good to see that they're selling now on Amazon and various services like Walmart and Newegg. And I think that's got to make Almost very happy. We're happy to be investors in Turn On Green, doing a lot better than we thought it was going to be. Finally, yep. We're not giving you a financial update. We're not suggesting that things have turned around there, but what we are suggesting is they're selling EV chargers. And although those are not profitable yet, It's great to see they're in the marketplace. They're out there gaining market share. You know, when you start at zero, you only have anywhere to go up, right? When you start at zero, right, you got nowhere to go but up.
The expectations were pretty low, but hey, if we can just come in and grab a 1%, 2% of the market with TOG, I mean, we got a little bit of a late start against, you know, some of our opponents who, you know, we can't really compare ourselves to, you know, Blink or ChargePoint or anyone like that. But let's just say we're working hard to try to get our footprint out there. And there's a lot of interest in the EV charger space, a lot of interest. I'll just leave it at that.
I wonder if the 8Ks or the 6Ks, isn't Central going to be a US-based company, or where is it going to be based now? Because are they going to still be foreign-based?
That's a great question. I am not sure about that. King, you know the answer to that one? Yeah, I'll have to find out. That 6K was pretty lengthy. I haven't even opened it up yet.
Hey guys, I appreciate you dealing with an abbreviated show. We'll make sure we have a full update on Centro that we think about, things we want to look at Centro, since they're going to be at CES now. We're walking the showroom floor with Turn On Green. Anybody who sees Amos, the team, Douglas, Kent, and Marcus, say hello from Risk On for us. J Money, before we leave, any parting thoughts from you?
Tomorrow could be a pretty big bloodbath continuation. Be careful out there. You know, if you're trading, just make sure you set stop losses. Keep an eye on the jobless claims tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Make sure you're aware of that situation. And I am going to buy some more physical silver and gold in a little bit. I'm really been stacking that stuff. That's just
nothing's more exciting to me than what we have on the plate for 2022.
Oh yeah.
We have a plethora. The Risk On conference that's coming up. We got some information going on Bitcoin. We have a travel schedule that's pretty crazy. I'm in New York dealing with it right now. Obviously, with this COVID thing will pass eventually. I got to tell you, let me leave you with this story. I was with Will, and his flight was canceled the day before, so I moved my flight to New York to last night on the red eye. I flew from Nevada to Los Angeles and got on my plane in Delta. Now, I was flying Delta One, which is a first-class ticket, and really wanted to go to sleep to get some sleep here, but didn't get a chance because as we taxied around the runway for more than an hour and a half, I realized as a former pilot, what the hell is going on? So we went back all the way to the gate where the police came on and escorted an unruly passenger off, and we started an hour and a half late. So it took me a better part of 11 hours to get my way all the way to New York. I have had 2 hours of sleep. I appreciate everyone being so loyal. I know the market sucks, small cap sucks, things are under pressure. J Money, I'll see you and talk to you later today, obviously tomorrow. We'll be back on the show at 1 o'clock, our normal time on Friday. Skyla, anything on your mind?
No, but don't log off right away after, because I gotta talk to you real quick. Off air.
Hey, keep an eye on Kazakhstan and their 18% global hash rate. So see what's happening. That's a very fluid situation. In no way am I trying to tell anybody what to do with Nile, but I hope that you just read the filings and see what I'm doing. And if you read the filings and see what I'm doing, and you can hear my voice, I'm very comfortable with the future. Now, Bitcoin is scary right now. It's at 43,000. It could fall lower. Mm-hmm. But this is the nature of something disruptive. It's very, very complicated. It has little stops and starts, but we're very committed to Bitcoin, to DeFi, and to that data center we're building that's not just Bitcoin, but enterprise and cloud solutions there, including co-location stuff. So everyone, we'll see you on Friday. Thanks for being patient with us while we're on the road. We have a new producer starting. The show's going to change. I assure you, the show is going to be more exciting, more organized.
Yeah. The
new producer, which we'll unveil soon, she definitely has a lot of experience in Hollywood and producing shows. So we're pretty excited about her. Guys, everyone take care. Jay Money, Brett, Nick, everybody take care. Be well, Skylar.
Bye.